Quickly, let's go over Zakatul Fitr. Then, inshallah, tomorrow, if we have a time, then we're going to go over the 8 category of people that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said to give us Zakatul Fitr. Right? Sadaqatul Fitr, we are facing in Zakatul Fitr, right? Season after season. Ramadan, first 10 days, second 10 days, last 10 days, all right? And Laylatul Qadr, and so and so. Now, after all, we're gonna get into another season, which is to give the Sadaqah. To give a Zakatul Fitr. What is a Zakatul Fitr? It's a zakat which is obligated to give at the end of Ramadan. We give at the end of Ramadan. It is a sunnah, very strong. Some of the scholars, they put it that is a fard, it's not a sunnah. It's a fard that we have to give, an obligation. There's a hadith of Ibn Umar. Ibn Umar, his name is Abdullah, says that Farada Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam zakatul fitr, that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam made zakatul fitr and sunnah and or obligation for us, slave, a free person, man, woman, little or big. Condition, if you are Muslim, you have to give zakatul fitr. You have to give zakatul fitr. It's different from the regular zakat. It's different from zakatul, the regular sadaqah. It's different from any kind of the zakat. This is zakatul fitr. Fitr means to break your fast. You know, you was doing something and you stop doing it. Like when you are fasting, now fasting ends, you break it, you eat something that break your fast. So now Ramadan is ending now, you close Ramadan with this zakat. With this zakatul fitr. Now, hikmatuha. Yeah.
So where that they send the zakatul fitr back home is allowed or?
We're gonna come to it. It's in the dark, but maybe we can go quickly to answer. First of all, let's say it's not allowed. It's not allowed. Where we give a zakat, the place where you live, any kind of the zakat you give, the annual zakat or zakatul fitr, this money belongs to the poor people of that place. If you give zakatul fitr, you live in the US here, or you live in the New York, or you live in the Ireland, your zakat belongs to the poor people in your neighborhood, in your city, in your state, in your country. Zakat belongs to them. Now, if you don't find, shukran. Now, if you don't find anybody, then you can send it out. You can send it out. That's the point. But I know some say no in here because everybody's doing something. Maybe people don't need it here. Back home, they need it more than us. But we have a people back home there. They do zakatul fitr too. Or they have zakatul mal too. Their zakat belong to their poor people there. In here, we allow to send it if we don't find someone who needs here. Then we send it. Right? Like al-hadiyah that we do in the Hajj. Wal-udiyah that we do in the Hajj. They meet over there, they send it out. Right? They send it out, right? Because they don't need it there. If you stay there, it's gonna, be in the garbage. They send it out everywhere in the world. Even year before last year, they sent some in the Bronx. Majid Lukman, they sent some there. And the Imam there took his car, he was given to the people. The meat was come from Saudi Arabia. It's a camel meat. Right? Here is something, zakatul fitr. You live in New York City, make sure you give it to the poor people of New York City because that's their right. Unless there's no poor here or there's no need person here, so you can take it to different country. Yeah. But one thing you have to know, your uncle been calling you for 6 months to send him money. You wanna push it. Is the intention to wait until Zakatul Fitr and you take that money to send it to him? No, that's not a zakat. Let's be honest. People do that. You know, your sister call you to help you because she need, or your friend. She call you in July. You're supposed to give a zakat, your annual zakat on September. You don't want to take your own money and give it to the person. You keep pushing. In your intention, let me push it until September. Then when I give the zakat, I give it to her. Come on. She will die before your time of the zakat came. If you can help, if you match the time of the zakat, you can give it to the person, inshallah. This is how we're supposed to do. We're going to come to it, all right? And also, there's something that those Allah has blessed them with little bit. We're not in the zakat. I know we're out of the topic. The annual zakat, what they do, because the condition that you must have a nisab. The nisab is 85 grams from the sunny gold, thank you, and 595 grams from the silver. You know, you ask the day you're ready to give your zakat or the week you're ready to do zakat, you ask the price, the value of the 1 gram, the price of the 1 gram in the market. If they say the 50, you multiply 50 by 85. The total of that, if it's a 6,000, you're saving, you have a 6,000 in from last year to now and more, you give it zakat. But some people, look what they do. If they have a cash every year, let's say they give a zakat in Ramadan. Since Ramadan start, or just few weeks before Ramadan start, they're gonna do everything to spend all that money to go under the nisab. When it's time by zakat, they say, I don't have nisab, so I don't have to give it zakat. Allah did not make it wajib on me. People do that. Yeah, people do that. They do everything to invest their money or to give it out or to put in to build the house with it. So they start collecting again. When it's time for zakat, they put it like this. That's not good there. That's not good. يُخَادِعُونَ اللَّهَ وَهُوَ خَادِعُهُمْ. So let's not play with that. I know it's not easy to give a zakat, but we have to give it up. Ibn Abbas, radiallahu anhuma. Abbas. Okay, let's start here. Who's Abbas? Abbas. There's Ibn Abbas. Ibn Abbas, his name is Abdullah, right? Abdullah Ibn Abbas. The son is Abdullah and the father is Abbas. I'm not talking about Abdullah. I'm talking about Abbas. Who's Abbas? You don't answer no more question. Abbas is the uncle of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now, so Abbas was Sahabi and Abdullah was Sahabi. So the thing, if the father and the son, they both Sahabi, besides Radiallahu anhu, we say Radiallahu anhuma. Look, how many times that Muslims around the world that we mention the name of the companions and we pray for them. Allah already prayed for them. The prayer of Allah is to forgive them. Many ayahs in the Quran. The famous surah that we know, Bayyina, Radiallahu anhum, wa radu anhum, that's the Sahabas. Allah is pleased with them. But now it's very sad. You see the Muslim that cursing the Sahaba. You know, saying that the Sahaba, they're going to go where? In the Jahannam. Allah says someone going to go to the Jannah. You say you're going to Jahannam. Jannah and Jahannam is belong to you then. So we have to be careful. He says, Sallallahu at the end of the day, this deen Islam going to be divided to 73 wings. 72 going to go to Jahannam. Only one going to be saved. So which one you practicing? Is my question to you. You and me. Which one that we practicing? The Sahabas cry and they ask, which one is that? The one who's going to be saved. He answered. what you are on today. So you ask yourself question. The companions of Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam, what kind of the deen they used to practice? Is it true? We have to say it. Sahabis, they used to be Tijanis. The companion prophet, they used to be a Shiite. They used to be Ansari. Take everything. They used to be Qadri, they used to be this. Us. What they used to do. And Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam say, alaykum bi sunnati. He's talking to the Sahabas. He's talking to the Sahabas. They see them looking at him. Alaykum bi sunnati. I encourage you to hold on to my way. So his way, that's the sunnah. If you find anything else, you plan with your time. I know it's not easy to say, but the truth is true. The only way that we can succeed is what? Is the Quran and the Sunnah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So when you have Sahabas, say radiyallahu anhu, radiyallahu anhum, radiyallahu anhuma. You don't want to say it. It's okay. Allah already praised him. So for you, it's just a nafila. Just leave it. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Abu Bakr and Umar, kuhulu ahlul jannah. Finish. Thank you. Huh? He said, Allah mentioned a group of the Sahabas that anything they do, Allah forgive them. Their destination is in Jannah. He don't care what they do, good or bad, they're going to go to Jannah. And here Prophet ﷺ mentioned two of the big companions, Khalifa, Abu Bakr and Umar, that they're going to be in the Jannah. You know, everything we have a leader. Look, the good scholars here are going to be our scholars in the Jannah too. The good scholar going to be our scholar in the Jannah. So Abu Bakr and Umar, they're going to be the leaders of the young people in the Jannah. When you read at 8:4, you go in, now you're strong. You can run after anything you want and you catch it. So they're going to be healthy. They're going to be our leader there. Right? It's good to have a good leader. In the Jannah also we have a leader. The scholars that we see here, the good scholars that we see here, Allah give us Jannah. The scholars of Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah, they're going to be our leader, our imams in the Jannah. Allah will ask a question with a long story. Let me carry it. Allah will ask the people of the Jannah, may Allah give us Jannah to Firdaus. We're going to be there. Let's say it this way. Just picture that you're already there. Alright? You're in the masjid here. Just picture we're there. Then when we finish, we come back here. We're going to be standing. We're going to be standing. Allah is there. Then Allah going to call upon us and to ask us, are you pleased what I gave it to you? They will say, of course, Allah, we are pleased what you give it to us. And the question is again, what else do you need? And we will say, Allah, we don't need anything. Anything. You give us everything. Right? You save us from the hand. You give us everything, so we don't need anything. Then Allah will insist. They will say, Allah, we want you antarda anna. We want you to be pleased with us. Not to get married with us no more. Allah will say, if it's not my please, you will now going to be in the Jannah. Then at the end, Allah will say, you don't know the answer. Go back to your scholars and ask them. In the Jannah, even the Jannah. Go back to your scholars. Then we're going to go back to our scholars. Those who used to teach us the good tawheed here, good sunnah here. We're going to go see them. Allah is asking us, we don't know how to answer. Right? So by the time we are back and forth, the scholars does not give us an answer yet, and we didn't get an answer yet. Allah will break the hijab between us and Him. That's the most important of them. The hijab between us and Allah that we can see Him, Allah will break that. Then we're going to see Allah. In our eyes here, there's no way that we can see Allah. When we enter the Jannah, the little thing that We're supposed to see Allah with your eyes. Allah will redesign us again to put that in our eyes so we can be able to watch Allah. Allah will break that. We'll see Allah. When we see Allah, we'll be like this. And we forget about anything that Allah has given us. Then we're going to start thinking, so now, after this, now people are different now. Some people will see Allah once a year. Some people once a month. Some people once a week. Some people once a day. Some people, there is no application to find. Anything you want to see is there for you. Anytime. And it's going to read Quran. Who going to read Quran? When you listen to Sudais, it's beautiful, right? You listen to Shurem, it's beautiful, right? Go to the Sun Sahabis. Think about it. How about if Abdullah ibn Mas'ud to be here today to read Quran for us? How about Abdullah ibn Abbas were here to read today to read Quran for us? Forget about all that. How about Prophet himself, sallallahu alaihi wasallam? If he was here today to read Quran for us, just Bismillah Rahman Rahim, 1 million people going to die. But it's not him. It's Allah himself. Every Friday, you're going to be sick. It's not easy, but let's work hard. Let's work very hard. And our Nabi is there. Nabi like Ibrahim. All this show that the Quran is very important. Don't play with it. Nabi like Ibrahim is there at the Baytul Ma'mur. Prophet ﷺ is sitting like this. And his back on the wall of Baytul Ma'mur. Like a Kaaba. He's teaching the children Quran there. As we speaking, is there teaching the children Quran. The Quran that we read in Yasin is teaching people Yasin. Is teaching people Alhamdulillah. The Muslim kids, those who die before reaching the age of puberty, they go there, teaching them Quran. But we have that here. We put a Quran in the back, we get home, we put it on the floor, and we kick it under the bed. I need to get my PhD to be a doctor before I read the Quran. Daddy don't encourage you to read Quran. Mommy don't encourage you to read Quran. But you get beat up every day because you don't do your homework. If your school fee is $200, it's paid 1, 2, 3. Bakaram watch $5. When you call them, we say can work or kachakudu. We dembo katabla karo ko munkera no ko work ko bukudu. Lumolo woleli. You only call one time. One time. You see. Let me end it with this. If you want you give your child to, maybe I'm not in a good position to say it, but let me say it anyway. If you give your child to someone to teach him Quran, I always advise, please don't rush. When a child starts reaching 4 years, put ahead of you at least 1 year to look for a school for him. Don't wait until 5 or the day is ready, you're going to start looking, you're going to lose your time. Start looking for the school. Sometimes, we live in New York, sometimes go to the masjid. Look how they teach. What the teacher say to the students. What they tell them. How they educate them. Listen to it. Don't say anything, listen to it. Look at it. Right? Who's teaching them? I want my kid to be in this school. Try to get a friend with the teachers. Sometimes even take their numbers, call them. What they say in the class, make sure you look at it. That's the same thing they're doing outside. What the language they use at the school. Is they doing the sunnah or they doing what? Then now I found a place that I want my children to study. And I found the teachers for them. Now what do you have to do? Don't be smart. Don't be too smart. If you are too smart, your kid not going to learn. Right? If we are too smart, our kids not going to learn. If you trust someone to give your kid to him, just forget about it. You trust him, he's scared Allah, just give it to him. Then Allah going to do the rest. We used to have a brother from Burkina. He used to have his kid from Chinatown, Madison Street. They come from there always to study at the Masjid Aqsa. You know, that's difficult there. Every Saturday and Sunday they will come. But the kids, subhanallah, I was saying, actually mind. You do everything. They won't take a lot. It's not like they play in the class, but you know, it's not easy sometimes. They don't understand. I call this brother and say, I feel very bad the way you love Islam and the way your kids are very nice and quiet and they love it, but I'm sorry they're not studying. They can't actually mind. He say, hey, I don't care. They're still gonna come every Saturday and Sunday. I'm still going to pay. They're gonna stay here. I don't care about it. They're gonna continue to come. Do what you have to do. You know what? The kids are coming. The oldest one called Aisha. I don't remember, but after I think the 2 or 3 years, Aisha became number 1 in the class. Wallahi. Until they go out, Aisha and Abdul, I forgot the third one. Wallahi, Allah has blessed these 3 people to change completely like it's a magic. Yeah. But if that day, the guy might say, oh, you guys eating my money every day here, so they are tempting to go to somewhere there. And when you go there, what happened? He has been giving money to this guy, my children, for 2 years. They don't even Fatiha. They just eating my money. Right? But you start to look for it. Don't just see the masjid, you're going to take your kids there. It's going to be a problem with you one day. Give them good aqidah. Nabi like Yaqub, by the time he was passing away, he was worried about his children after him. You called them to put them together, ask them question. If I die, what are you going to worship? That's a tawheed. Zakaria, he was worried about after him. And every prophet is like that. They teach their kid to make sure they're the right aqidah. But if you cause your kid not to have a correct aqidah, it's going to be a problem for you. It's going to be a problem for you. This is the reality we have to face it. We can skip it, we can run away from it. Let's look for a good place. Not only the good place, let's look for the good teachers. Because most of us, we don't care about your children. Let me tell you honestly, we just want the $5 you're giving to us. I don't care. No missing call. The Quran going to start at 9 to 12. I can't let a call go away. No missing call. Every text I have to answer. Every email I have to answer. Come on, how many minutes that I'm going to take teach your children? Most of us like this. So you make sure when you give it, don't go back. From time to time, come to the masjid and look how they teach. Don't say, Ustaz, I'm coming. Just walk in. Walk around and to see how they teach your children. And you're going to know. Sometimes I might not be correct. Maybe I don't feel Allah. But if I know these parents, sometimes they come by the way you call me, I might do good, not because of Allah, because you're going to see me. So let's now throw these children. The way we love them, the love of these children is to give them akhirah, not this dunya, inshallah. So, yeah, we're going to start here, inshallah. We'll continue tomorrow with the hikmah of Zakatul Fitr. We ask Allah to guide us, Allah to bless us, Allah to give us Jannatul Firdaus. We ask Allah to forgive our sins, Allah to give us Laylatul Qadr, Allah to give us Laylatul Qadr. Wa hadha wa salamu alaykum.